What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know on this channel, I try my best not to compare Call of Duty and Battlefield whatsoever. Again, these games are drastically different. It's not like Call of Duty and X-Defiant where, X-Defiant was trying to tap into the Call of Duty marketplace, and you can kind of make comparisons here and there because, again, it was trying to compete with COD. But Battlefield, on the other hand, is, like I said, not Call of Duty whatsoever. But I gotta be real with you guys, there is one thing that Battlefield does so well that I am just keep my fingers crossed. I am praying that at some point, Call of Duty will pick this up and run with it. And I'll be real with you guys, I highly doubt they will. I highly doubt it. I think that they're not going to push with this whatsoever. But I had to showcase to you guys because I've had people come to my comment section in the past telling me that it's impossible, absolutely impossible for this to happen in COD. The franchise will never prosper, it'll never make cash. Yet and still, we can see them push with Battlefield and it looks just as good. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 and 1 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, gotta link that channel down in the description of this video. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, for today's topic, I'm going to be very specifically talking about the cosmetics within both of these games between Call of Duty, more recent Call of Duties, and Battlefield 2042. Now, the reason I'm not comparing any of the previous Battlefields is because they all, kind of kept their grounded nature. Battlefield 5 had some, specialist characters, but they didn't really, take you out of the World War II vibes. Battlefield 1 didn't have anything, you know what I'm saying? Battlefield 1 is basically a bunch of soldiers running around. Same thing with 3, 4, Hardline. They all kept to their atmospheres. But Battlefield 2042 was the first game where they really started to branch out a bit when it came to the cosmetics, and a lot of people were worried, but again, the community fought back, we voiced our opinions, and we got exactly what we wanted. And I wanted to show to you guys that indeed you can have, skins that are, grounded yet flashy. For some reason in the Call of Duty community, people genuinely believe that you can't have skins that look good, that aren't, making you into a SpongeBob character or a floating goat or, a fish. People for some reason think that you cannot have a COD experience that has flashy skins without it being exactly like that. Well, like I said, I'm here to showcase to you guys that that is completely false, and indeed, you can put out really banging skins that look phenomenal without having to make them into just making the game look absolutely ridiculous and corny. But ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have a second of your time to check out on the screen the cosmetics that you can earn, well, not earn, but purchase within Battlefield 2042. Earnable cosmetics are also very fantastic in this game as well. I'm playing as a robot right now in this game, and again, it fits the vibes of Battlefield 2042. It actually synchronizes very nicely. But, besides the robots, let's actually hop into the real rotation. Look at these skins, ladies and gentlemen. These are the skins that I'm talking about. For some reason, people legitimately believe that you can't have skins that people want to spend money on that aren't unicorns. I just truthfully don't understand. These look absolutely outstanding in every possible way. Each and every one of them. And yes, some of these skins are a tad bit outlandish. But it's nothing, absolutely nothing, compared to what we're getting in more modern day Call of Duty games. It's funny because in modern day Call of Duty, I'm not encouraged to use any of the skins, not even in the battle passes, besides some of the more grounded ones that actually look pretty cool. The rest of them are just so flashy that it's just like, it just doesn't appeal to me. Especially as an OG COD fan, maybe as a newer Call of Duty fan. Maybe you came in during the jetpack era, or maybe you were more into Fortnite or something like that, or Apex, and then you're transferring over into COD. These skins might look outstanding. But as an OG COD head, the skins that they are producing are just too outlandish. But every single skin I'm looking at here in Battlefield, I would rock. And I've been saying it since day one in Battlefield 2042. I might have had my beefs with DICE, with how they handled the production of this game. Although they have polished it off over time, I would still say it's probably the worst Battlefield game out there. But compared to day one, they lived up to their word. They tried to introduce classes. They fixed up the maps. They did good for the community for what they were able to do. But when it came to cosmetics, I was always backing them up because they always made them outstanding. And then on top of that, as you guys could probably already see in those images, you could purchase these skins individually. So all of these skins were in bundles. So it's like a $20, $30 bundle. But if you don't want to purchase the whole $30 bundle, you can pick each and every individual skin out of there that you might want that might be 400 battle points, or 500, 700, or even 1,000 points. You know what I'm saying? It'll be cheaper than purchasing the whole overall bundle, but you might not want everything in the bundle, so that's perfect. Just get exactly what you want out of it and you'll be happy. I don't know, man. For me personally, Battlefield 2042 absolutely nailed the cosmetics. Because again, all of these publishers want to tap into the microtransaction space. So I am 110% expecting, especially in the new Battlefield game, for them to tap into that. They're going to have a store. They're going to have bundles. They're going to have skins for the characters and stuff of that sort. It's going to happen. It's 110% going to happen. But if it's handled in this way, I'm beyond happy. I'm absolutely beyond happy. But then, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a break from the Battlefield cosmetics, and let's jog your guys' memory when it comes to the Black Ops 6 cosmetics here, ladies and gentlemen, because my goodness, it's a night and day difference. And remember, Call of Duty has always been a military vibe shooter. Yes, it's an arcade game. Yes, it's not, overly realistic whatsoever. I mean, just look at some of the past campaigns. Modern Warfare 2, for example, the OG 2009. It's over the top. It's crazy. It's wild. You have a couple of people taking on thousands of stuff. It is what it is. But when it came to the vibes and the atmosphere of the game, it felt solid. It felt grounded almost. You know what I'm saying? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're rocking nowadays. These are the characters that are sprinting around in every single lobby that you play. And keep in mind, we are playing a game, like I said, that is supposed to be a military-styled shooter. And I know everybody always gets confused. They're like, oh, military-style shooter. JB wants a milsim. A milsim. No. Nobody wants a freaking milsim out of Call of Duty. Nobody. That would be boring to play Call of Duty like a milsim. If I want to play a milsim, I'll go to a milsim. But there's a huge difference between how the game plays, the gameplay, and also the atmosphere that the game has to offer. These skins throw you out of the atmosphere. There's not a single skin that I pointed out through the Battlefield catalog that threw me out of the atmosphere. Yes, some of them were flashier, but they were flashy in a more tactical, grounded way. All of these skins are not flashy in a tactical, grounded way, ladies and gentlemen. They have a few, like in the current Battle Pass for Season 2. I actually love a ton of those skins. Those are the skins that I'm rocking. I don't rock any of these skins I'm showcasing to you guys. I've been rocking a lot of the more grounded skins that we got in the Season 2 Battle Pass. So, I am thankful for some of them. But what's the point of having 3 to 4 cool-looking grounded skins when you literally have hundreds that are going to overshadow those skins in every way, shape, or form that just look just look at it. Just look at this crap, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Call of Duty has become compared to back in the day where it wouldn't even come close to looking like this. Again, yeah, you might have your rubber duck, weapon camo or something like that. But I don't think people understand the difference between having a weapon camo and then also having a character running around that's a physical raccoon or a physical duck or a shooting, I don't think people understand the differences between these cosmetics. Like I said, I'm starting to believe it's just more so the newcomers who really want this stuff. Because do you want to know what OG COD looked like? Look at this. This is OG COD, ladies and gentlemen. These are the soldiers that used to be running around the map in a fast-paced arcade shooter. None of these games were milsims. None of these games were tac shooters. All of these games were not extraordinarily fast-paced compared to what we have current date. We didn't even have a limited sprint back in the day, and sometimes I wish we can go back to that, but every single time they try, the community complains about it. But you get the point I'm trying to make here. Call of Duty was always known as the go-to casual, shoot-'em-up, arcadey shooter. That's what everybody has known it for, and it looks like this. This is COD, ladies and gentlemen, not what we're playing current date. And when I see Battlefield 2042 specifically work on their style of cosmetics, to me personally, it seems like they respect that. Because Battlefield since day one was the same thing as Call of Duty. All those images I was showing you. That's literally what Battlefield was like as well. Battlefield has always been known as, once again, an arcadey, fun, style of game that was a little bit more, obviously, open sandbox with vehicles and all this combat. But it had grounded, factions, teams, militaries, soldiers. And they kept that identity while giving it a little bit of some flash, right? Like, the skins in 2042 are exactly what I think of personally when I think of a publisher trying to tap into the marketplace to make money while still maintaining the identity of what the franchise they're, tapping into is known for. It's not like, games like X Defiant that were built from the ground up to be flashy. Or like Splitgate 2 that's coming out here. That's known, it's a game show. Same thing with the finals. The finals is a game show. It makes sense to have all those, flashy cosmetics. Like, when games start off with the atmosphere being such, then so be it. Go to town, go crazy, make whatever you want. But when a franchise that's been going on forever, has kept this identity forever, I don't know. I don't think it's smart. I think it's heavily stupid to weigh against what this franchise is known for and start making it, like I said, overly flashy. But again, what do I know? At the end of the day, Activision is making a ton of money through microtransactions only. So, again, what do I know? All I can say here is that I appreciate DICE respecting us with their cosmetics. I just appreciate it. And I wish Call of Duty could do the exact same. Although I know it's making them a bunch of money, it hurts knowing that as OG fans, the atmosphere and vibes that we used to know and love just are sadly no longer going to be a thing. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, if you guys are interested, gotta link that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.